Welcome back to Behind the Dirt. Scramble this week was from Bucknell and Princeton. Didn't end with anyone scoring, but it ended pretty interestingly with both feet up. Well, each guy had a foot up in the air. We're going to go over some ways that we could have slowed the action down, could have finished a couple of the leg attacks, a couple of counter attacks. There's little stuff that we can do in there that will help you score. Yes. Okay. So single leg defense. Go ahead, single leg. Okay. Here, I saw the guy going to here and here. Okay. Now, if you can see here, his head is stuck. Okay. In order for him to improve his position, he has to get his head up. All right. So what I have to do is make sure that I keep his head in the center. Okay, as soon as I start to go here, he's going to automatically want to pop his head out. Okay, number one thing I can't allow to happen here is for that head to pop out. So as I start to attack this far leg, I'm going to keep on feeding this knee into it. Now, what we saw was the original defensive man, he tried his best to keep that leg stuffed in there, but he was sitting out. Okay, he kind of started to sit like this into it. Instead, what I'm going to try and do is bring his head to his knee here, okay? So I'm not going to sit here, okay, unless I'm absolutely sure I'm going spladle, okay? But before that, I'll stuff my knee into his shoulder blade, okay? And right here, instead of going, you know, to the leg, to the knee pit, to the ankle, I literally want the bottom of his shoe, okay? I want to be here. And I'll start pulling, especially a super flexible guy like Paul, okay? Right here, I'll just start pulling this over, okay? So again, don't allow his head to come out. As soon as you start to attack that leg, you can start by attacking the knee pit or the hamstring and pulling it in, and then crunch, 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 and go here. Now we're gonna keep his head on the inside here, switch hands, and pull. All right. That's kind of funk for dummies. For those guys who don't feel comfortable, you know, going here. Right? You don't always have to go over, you know, or across your back to get creative with your defense. Now the guy did wind up getting his head to the outside, but he wound up on his belly. Go belly. Right here, I'm seeing more and more guys get comfortable here. Probably not a position that you should be comfortable in, because it's not really hard to score from. Okay. Couple options that we have. All right. Is I want to take, especially if his both hips are on the ground, both hips. Okay. Right here, if both of his hips are on the ground, okay, I'm going to take his elbow and I'm going to rip it over his ear, right there, all right? If, like I said, both hips are on the ground, I might even be able to get back pulls, all right? So the problem that most guys have here, though, turn this way, more, good, okay? The problem that most guys have here is when they grab the elbow, they try to lift it straight up in the air. Okay, hang on to the leg. Okay, I want to literally pull it over his head, right there. He's starting to get uncomfortable. Okay, he'll let go of the lock. Okay, even for those guys that have really, really flexible joints and can come back there, try to hang on to it as best you can. Okay, here, okay, I'll keep it, and I'll go to a near side half. All right. The one thing that, now I'm not saying that he absolutely could have done that, because that's easier said than actually done. But what happened was, if he's giving me one hip, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go elbow deep on that knee, okay, and now I'm gonna start to pull it with my whole body. I'm gonna use my legs to pull it into my chest. And then we'll go Turk. Okay? Number one problem we have here, belly, good, is guys try to take that knee and pull it up to the ceiling. All right? So they try, like, if it's his leg against my arm, no chance. Right? So I'll get elbow deep on it, and while he's on his belly, I'll drive with my legs and pull with my whole body here and step through. Okay? If you don't feel comfortable going Turk, we're having a hard time Turking a lot lately, okay, because the old school method of circling towards his feet doesn't really work out anymore. Okay, as soon as I start to circle towards his feet, go ahead and go through with it. Here, I wind up getting stuck back in that scramble. So what we can do there, instead, is turn his hips by elevating the leg and turning towards his feet. Okay, here. If you don't even like a Turk, let's say you don't feel comfortable going Turk here, okay? I'm gonna go elbow deep, pull it to my chest, and I'll step through with this foot, okay? So instead of stepping through with my top foot, I'll step through with the bottom foot. And then when I come up, I split the middle and cross it. Either way, the number one goal there should be to keep his legs split, to control his hips by controlling his legs, okay? The guy had a single leg and he got his head underneath right here. Now, this is a smart idea, right? Okay, what the guy here wants to do is start to sit out, boom, to there, finish. Good, he's gonna wrap, make sure that that foot doesn't hit the ground. Okay, if you want to get creative here, you start to feel comfortable, okay, bring it tight. This hand, okay, this hand is gonna go across and grab my own shin. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going right underneath his chin with my forearm right here. Okay, pull it back, fall back, no. Okay. So now I'm going to go across, grab his chin, and then as I go, I'm going to bring his butt that way and try and catch with my feet here. Okay? He's getting choked out. I should probably let go. Okay? Now, sorry. I can start going cradle here. Okay? Start working your hands together. But honestly, more times than not, it just fixes my position. You don't expect to get a fall there every single time. Okay? So I'm going here, here, and then I'm going to sit and bring his ass that way, here, and catch. Boom. It wound up with both guys having a leg up. And they called it stale because the both guys were looking at each other. Not easy to score from here. All right? But if you gotta score, if I don't know what the score of that match was, but if you gotta score, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll basically heel hook, okay? So I'm gonna go real tight on the toes with my armpit, and then I'm gonna go forearm underneath the heel and just start bringing it down. You're causing enough pain for him to let go, okay? That's pretty painful.